And number 5, we have the religious Halloween costume. So I think it's safe to say that Megan's and MGK's recent Halloween photo made some Christians furious. And before you go making the same mistake, remember that religion's not a costume, and you should be careful on what you wear during the Halloween season. The two received serious backlash from the Christian community after the rocker dressed up as a priest for Halloween, and Megan was pictured on her knees wearing a dog leash and receiving communion from her fiance. Now the outfit quickly sparked fury, and it was definitely an offensive cringe moment of the two. One user would even go on and comment, why is it that celebs mock Christianity? What's the agenda, and why do y'all hate God so much? I guess the devil is real. The couple definitely went too far with these outfits, but did we really expect anything less from them? And number 4, we have Pamela Anderson's costumes. But the pair decided to attend Casamigos' annual Halloween party dressed up as the iconic pop duo Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. The outfits were dead on and cute, however, some of their Instagram photos definitely pushed boundaries. Machine Gun Kelly definitely decided to channel his inner multi-crew self and even posted a video to his Instagram, which definitely doesn't send a good message out to his fans and those struggling with addiction that look up to the star. I will say, Megan did choose to keep things classy and cute, however, her fiance decided to take a different approach to things, and it made us all cringe just watching the video. One fan would even say, sign me up for the lane train, this is absolutely not it. You have so many young fans, dude. Look at the kid that just drummed for you. You want him to think it's okay to do this stuff. The user then went on to claim that Kelly's music got them through their darkest days. But now that he's out here idolizing things that have caused a major epidemic, it just isn't it. And to be honest, I'm with this user. The stars definitely need to do better.
And at number 3, Brian Austin Green. It seems that Brian Austin Green and Megan have not divorced on good terms. Fox and Green dated on and off for 6 years before tying the knot in June of 2010. They split in 2015 but got back together in 2016 and stayed together for a few years later. But ultimately, Megan filed for divorce again in 2020 and is now dating Machine Gun Kelly. But following their split, the drama seemed to mount. One source said about the split, quote, Megan and Brian have taken a turn for the worse because Megan can be unpredictable and inconsistent, which is a big reason that they separated in the first place. A source told Us Weekly exclusively. Later adding, quote, she can be very hot and cold, hard to keep track of, and difficult to deal with. But we didn't get more details on the actual issues. Megan also publicly slammed Green after he posted a photo with one of their kids on Halloween, with Megan publicly commenting on the photo, wondering why Green included their son Journey when he easily could have just cropped him out. Part of her comment on the post read, quote, I had a great Halloween with them yesterday, and yet notice how absent they are from my social media. I know you love your kids, but I don't know why you can't stop using them to posture via Instagram. You're so intoxicated with feeding the pervasive narrative that I'm an absent mother, and you are the perennial, eternally dedicated dad of the year. You have them half the time. After that response, Green decided to take down the original photo and re-upload it cropped without their son in it. But many believe Megan overreacted to the situation. And at number 2, Tori Spelling. Tori Spelling seemed to defend her good friend, Brian Austin Green, against claims made by Megan that he was manipulative. Only days after Fox left the comment on Green's post, Tori posted a selfie to her Instagram with Green and Jenny Garth in it. The photo was from the set of Beverly Hills 90210 that is now being revived. In the long caption, Tori wrote in part, quote, grateful to be filming and creating new characters and stories, but there's nothing like home. When I think of my home, it's my OG zip code, my 90210 family. My heart lies with all of my brothers and sisters, but specifically Jenny Garth and Brian Austin Green. Adding later, quote, Brian would pull my pigtails on set, and till this day can still push my buttons in the best of ways, because he knows me so well. We were just kids. But standing by these two for decades, I've watched them both grow into such amazing humans. We are all parents now, and Jen and Bri are the best parents I know. Honored to consider them my friends and brother and sister on this journey in life. I love you both. I always have, I always will. I don't think this post was intended to be against Megan, but by supporting Green, many felt that it was. And finally, number 1, Summer Rae. Summer Rae dated Machine Gun Kelly before Megan Fox, and she exposed that she believed that he cheated on her with Megan. Rae opened up on Impulsive, where she said that they dated for a few months, and that Coulson got with Megan before they had broken up. Summer said that she didn't sleep with Coulson during their relationship because he didn't pass her test. But, quote, I don't really feel bad saying that because he kind of cheated on me with Megan Fox, she said. Summer said she was invited to Puerto Rico, where Coulson was filming Midnight in the Switchgrass with Fox. saying, quote, "I waited in the hotel the whole time while he's filming with her and I'm not really thinking anything of it. I thought she was older and had kids and was married and stuff." Apparently, Coulson also didn't allow her to go to the set of the Bloody Valentine music video, which starred Fox, because of COVID restrictions. But she says that she doesn't hold a grudge and thinks that they actually make a cute couple. So thankfully she doesn't have any hard feelings, but I'm sure that wasn't fun to learn that she was being cheated on. However, she didn't confirm if Megan knew that Coulson was in a relationship at the time or not.
At number 10, we have when Megan dodged MGK's kiss. During the 2022 Daily Front Row Awards, there was definitely some heat going on between Megan and MGK. When MGK went to put his arms around Fox and go in for a kiss, Megan's reaction was unexpected as she turned away looking irritated at the rapper. While Kelly stayed sipping a glass of wine, he remained unfazed by what happened. Usually the couple shows ongoing affection for each other, so when fans saw the couple display some serious heat on the red carpet, many were concerned with what was going on. It's certainly not strange for the couple to display their affection on the red carpet, but it is strange for them to behave in such an odd way. Like any disagreement, it should have just been left behind a closed door instead of displayed in such a weird way. At number 9, we have the engagement ring. So it's no lie that MGK got a little creative when he designed Megan's engagement ring. When the rocker finally popped the question, he gifted Megan a symbolic two-tone sparkler which featured both of their birthstones in a pearl-shaped cut. He also added a little insurance to make sure that the actress would stay committed to him. MGK would tell Vogue magazine that the bands were actually made with thorns, so if Megan ever tried to take off the ring, it would hurt. He then added that love is pain. MGK wanted a ring that would be completely original and meaningful to both Megan and himself, and he definitely did just that. The double pear-cut gems were definitely a fitting choice for the two, as they've been twin flames since becoming inseparable back in 2020. Now the ring was definitely stunning, but was it worth the pain to remove for a good cleaning? If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. At number 8, we have the necklace. In an interview with Ellen, MGK explained why Megan gave him a drop of her blood in a necklace for him to wear while she was filming a new movie. MGK was completely freaked out at the fact that Megan was departing to go film and he didn't have a passport to go visit her. In order to help her boyfriend from his separation anxiety, Megan decided to give him a small piece of her that he could always have with him. After giving such a much needed explanation, he did go on to say that Bernie Sanders helped him get a passport and it led to the success of his relationship with Megan Fox. At number 7, we have the blood rituals. So Megan and MGK consume each other's blood during rituals from time to time. The two started to follow the practice on their engagement, and in an engagement video Megan shared on Instagram, she wrote, "Just as in every lifetime before this one, and in every lifetime that will follow. I said yes and we drank each other's blood." The actor then went on to go tell Glamour magazine that drinking blood might mislead people, as many people were probably imagining them drinking from goblets or like they were in Games of Thrones. However, it was more just like a few drops of blood that they still consume on occasion for ritual purposes. Now, I don't think I would ever be okay doing something like this, but hey, if it works for them, it works, and I'm not gonna judge them. At number 6, we have Bloody Valentine video. So just days after Megan's ex-husband Brian Green addressed that the two were having marriage troubles, Megan was featured on Kelly's steamy music video to his song Bloody Valentine, and many started to speculate that the two were seeing each other. Now the rumors were true, and the two in the video played some sort of couple who seemed to be cooped up in Kelly's crib. The video clearly showed that the couple was trying too hard, there was definitely more going on between the two, and that the lyrics actually hinted that the two started a legitimate relationship. Now the video wouldn't have been so bad if Megan didn't leave Brian, and this wasn't the way he found out about the two's relationship becoming official. That had to hurt.
In at number 5, Michael Bay. Michael Bay is the person who started Megan's career, but he also was responsible for briefly ending it too. Fox became well known for her role as Michaela Baines in the 2007 film Transformers and the 2009 film Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, both directed by Michael Bay. However, in 2009, she started a feud with Bay that got her fired from the massive franchise. During a 2009 interview with Wonderland magazine, she called him out for his behavior on set, saying, quote, "He's like Napoleon, and he wants to create this insane, infamous madman reputation. He wants to be like a dictator on his sets, and he is. So he's a nightmare to work for, but when you get him away from set and he's not in director mode, I kind of really enjoy his personality because he's so awkward, so hopelessly awkward. He has no social skills at all, and it's endearing to watch him. He's vulnerable and fragile in real life, and then on set, he's a tyrant." And we know that he treated her badly while on set, but obviously this was not the right way to handle things and got her blacklisted from the business. And this obviously got her fired from the third film. Bay ended up addressing the situation with somewhat of an apology, responding to the claim saying, quote, "I know it's just Megan. Megan loves to get a response, and she does it in kind of the wrong way. I'm sorry, Megan. I'm sorry I made you work 12 hours. I'm sorry that I'm making you show up on time. Movies are not always warm and fuzzy." So here he's kind of calling her a spoiled brat of sorts.
But incidents with director Michael Bay are what many attribute to her decline in Hollywood. Fox had signed up to reprise her role for a third movie with the Transformers franchise and even had gone to rehearsals. However, she also did an interview where she compared Michael Bay to Hitler, and he apparently was willing to forgive her, but producer Steven Spielberg wasn't so pleased. You see, after Spielberg directed the movie Schindler's List, he founded the survivors of the Shoah Visual History Foundation to combat bigotry and keep alive the story of Holocaust survivors. So it's not surprising that when Fox made this comparison, he didn't take it lightly. During an interview with GQ magazine, Michael Bay responded to a question about the termination of Megan Fox from his film. He said, and I quote, "She was in a different world. On her BlackBerry, you gotta stay focused. And you know, the Hitler thing." Steven Spielberg said, "Fire her right now." Now, a lot of my thoughts about why Megan wasn't being cast had a lot to do with the projects on her resume more than who she is as a person. The reality is that most actors are difficult to work with, but if they are a big star, then the whole film crew just kind of bites their tongues throughout the filming. However, Megan has noticeably made a move to other mediums. She's doing more comedy with her temporary time on the sitcom New Girl, and she was just in Machine Gun Kelly's music video. But leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on what would be a better genre for Megan Fox other than action films, because I think those days are gone now. If Steven Spielberg hates you, action films are out the window.
And at number 4, Transformers crew members. While Megan Fox was in a heated feud with director Michael Bay, 3 anonymous Transformers crew members wrote an open letter bashing Megan Fox. This letter was later published on Michael Bay's website, obviously supportive of the negative comments. In this letter, they call Fox, quote, "dumb as a rock, unprofessional, Miss Sour Pants, a grump, thankless, classless, graceless, and an unfriendly bitch." One portion of the letter called out her negative comments in interviews, as well as making multiple comments about her being an adult film star. If a letter like that were published today, whoever wrote it would be cancelled immediately. Megan denied the claims made in the letter, saying, quote, "I know that working with the Transformers crew was not that way with my crew. I loved my crew." Adding, quote, "It was an anonymous letter. It could be anyone. It could be somebody who worked at Cracker Barrel in Florida. Who knows who it is? It's not true. My crew knows it's not true. And my producers know it's not true," Megan told ABC News. Although the letter was outrageous, it did sway public opinion of Megan to be more negative than it already was at that time.
At number 3, we have their attempt to be Bennifer. So this year, Megan and Kelly have definitely captured the public's imagination in a way you might not have expected. Yet nearly every time a photo is posted over the pair, people stop scrolling just so they can swoon over the pairing. Now, of course, we're talking about Bennifer 2.0, but for some reason, Megan and Kelly keep trying to convince us that they are them or a better version of them. Now, with the two having some pretty cringe moments that roll out between the relationship time to time, it's definitely kept us on our toes. Kelly is constantly gushing over Megan, changing his life, and how she helped him battle with addiction. While Fox has said over and over again that the two are twin flames, and has referenced them being two halves of the same soul, with the two constantly showing PDA, and to the point Megan has even referenced Kelly as daddy, these two have been giving us some serious cringe vibes, and we just haven't realized or taking it seriously until now. And number 2, we have pick me up energy. So last Wednesday, Megan Fox has been more open about expanding her family with her fiance, MGK. With the actor commenting on Kelly's photo, admiring his handsome look, she even told the rocker to get her pregnant. The actor went on to write, "Never has anyone had better bone structure walk this earth. Exquisitely, devastatingly handsome. And 6'5", get me pregnant." Now the comment has also raised a few eyebrows, as her thirsty comment has had a huge cringy take, as the comment was definitely disturbing and awkward. One fan even commented, "How awkward, and how many times has she said something like this in public?" And just like that, your fans will always come for you when you're on top. And at number 1 today, we have the foot fetish. So Just after Megan appeared on MGK's music video, Bloody Valentine, Kelly would go on to gush that the new love of his life had the most beautiful feet, exposing his foot fetish to the world. He went on to say, "No secret, I think feet are beautiful, and I think Megan has the most beautiful feet that exist." He then went on to add that when he asked Megan the question of her feet, she told him that she literally got a pedicure just because she had a feeling he was going to ask her about her feet. I mean, if you did watch the video, in one eye-catching scene, her feet were put on full display as the camera pans to a close-up shot of her feet pressing up against the rocker's face.